Welcome to the Big Blue. The Caribbean of the Rockies. The famous Bear Lake, a blue wonder that sits above the city of Logan. Nestled between the borders of Utah and Idaho. It's best known for raspberry shakes, striking turquoise waters, boating, and of course, fishing. It's the home to a wide number of wildlife. A wide number of birds. This natural, freshwater lake spans over 100 square miles and is home to 4 endemic species found nowhere else in the entire world. The Bonneville whitefish, the Bear Lake whitefish, the Bonneville cisco, and the Bear Lake sculpin, who isn't having the best day. While most anglers come in search of gigantic lake trout, there's another giant that hides beneath the shimmering surface. And no, it's not Isabella, Bear Lake's monster equivalent to Nessie. It's the Bear River Cutthroat Trout.
Hi, I'm Zachary Todd, host of Hook 'em High, and this is part 1 of a 5-part series called the Utah Cutthroat Master Slam. Today, I'm on a mission, not just for a good day of fishing, but for a bucket list catch. We're talking about the Bear River Cutthroat Trout, and my goal is to catch one over 20 inches. A cutthroat that size is rare, it's wild, and it's somewhere within these deep blue waters. What better place to catch one than here at Bear Lake?
Ever since I completed my first Utah Cutthroat Slam, you could say I got hooked on fishing. I completed the challenge, but I wanted more. With the announcement from the Utah Department of Wildlife that each of the 4 native fish would be featured on their own medallions upon completion of future slams, I devised a plan that would push my angling abilities to the edge. I called it the Utah Cutthroat Master Slam. The challenge requires that I complete the Utah Cutthroat Slam 4 times to get each edition of the medallions: the Yellowstone River, the Bear River, the Colorado River, and the Bonneville. However, that is not the hard part. In addition, I need to catch a 20-inch or better trout in each of the 4 species. This challenge will take me to new places, push me to learn more about them and the terrain than ever before. Upon completion, each cutthroat will have a replica made and displayed with their respective medallion. Join me as I put myself to the test to complete the Utah Cutthroat Master Slam. This strain of cutthroat is no ordinary fish. Once nearly wiped out in the 20th century, conservation efforts and a dedicated stocking program by the Utah Department of Wildlife Resources have helped this trout to make a strong comeback. But make no mistake, these fish are wily. They're fast, they're strong, they're the most aggressive of the cutthroat family, feeding primarily on other fish. They have a knack for making anglers work for every bite. It's April. We are in peak spawn season. That means the fish are close to shore as they head towards the river. They're fired up with all kinds of hormones, colors, and the animalistic drive to mate. While they do not focus on feeding, they do bite out of aggression and protection. The rivers close each year on April 15th to the second Saturday in July to protect the spawn. This will be off limits to me, so I am confined to the lake. In order to get a catch out there, I need to get a bit offshore, and I need to get them angry. The arsenal I bring to fight with these giants is simple, but essential. No boat, no trolling gear, and no fish fight. The battle setting is along the rocks of the Bear Lake Marina. I have my Orvis 6-weight fly rod, full sinking line, and the highly recommended Sex Dungeon articulated white streamer. I am ready to hook into the big one. After no luck on the streamers, perhaps I'll try a more subtle threat. Some egg-sucking leeches below a strike indicator. Within minutes, I've hooked into something large. But is this brute my quarry? No, it's a Utah sucker. While it is a new species of fish for me, it's not the scaly creature I was expecting. Well, release, reset, cast, and try again. Another fish. But lightning has struck twice. Another huge sucker. These leeches aren't working out. Turns out, the suckers are spawning too, extinguishing any threats to their offspring as well. Winter's last breath. A cold front is rolling in, along with wind and frigid temperatures. This could kill the bite completely. I am running out of time. Like the weather, I should change too. I am now deploying a direct and aggressive threat to any spawning cutthroat out there. Switching to my Lose Custom XP combo, 8-pound test fluorocarbon line, and a true send swim bait that mimics an adolescent trout, a hungry trout. If there's anything that's out there, this should raise the alarm. Protective strikes are impossible to hold back. A slim ray of sun, a fat chance of luck, and I am caught on what feels like a boulder. But there's a head shake. Fish on.
All right, guys, here we are. We got it. We got a big one. Oh, he's nice. He's beautiful. He's a big one. Wow, look at that. Let's see him. Woo! Big, beautiful one. Oh yeah, that's awesome right there. Let him tire himself out a little bit. We'll bring him in. Oh yeah, that's a monster. Oh my goodness. That is quite possibly the biggest trout I have ever caught. Holy cow, look at this. Woo! Oh man, that's a big trout. That's a huge trout. Look at that. The size of this thing is enormous. All right, guys, look at this. 26 inches of muscle and beauty. Look at that fish. That is an awesome trout. 26 inches. We're gonna let him go now. He's a big guy. He's tired. He's worn out. But he is awesome. Look at that. Yeah, that's so cool. So cool.
There it is, the Bear Lake Cutthroat Trout. Bold, beautiful, and every bit the worthy adversary. Notice the vivid red slash under the jaw? That's a classic cutthroat trout marking. This fish is a symbol of wild Utah waters and the persistence of a native species.
There you have it. That was amazing. Cast after countless casts, all day working the shore, trying to just get a bite. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but a 26-incher was not it. My goodness, when I hooked onto him, I felt like I hooked into a boulder. It was not moving. And then slowly the line started rising to the surface, and I saw that big red draw and cheeks, and then the beautiful yellow tail. He was there. He was on. And so I worked hard to get him. It was amazing. Biggest trout of my life that I've ever caught. And so I am very grateful and ecstatic to catch this huge trout. Never again will I catch anything like that. And only here at Bear Lake could that be possible. All right, so whether you're here for the views, the fishing, or just to escape the everyday life of the busy city, Bear Lake delivers. But if you come for the cutthroat, come ready. There's no ordinary fish, no ordinary waters, it's an adventure. All right, so if you enjoyed this, make sure you like and subscribe and share with a friend so you can come on more adventures with me. I'm out here all the time. So until next time, hook 'em high.